Well, my name is Alan Letcher Halcomb from Gordon, Kentucky. We're here in the city of Winchester, Indiana, back in a big park area. I want to show you this big sycamore tree. And when the early Americans were leaving New York, Pennsylvania, going west, as they traveled through Kentucky and Tennessee, they'd find sycamore trees so big, I mean big, that a family of 5 could get inside of them and sleep all night and get out of the bad weather. And but now you could find one now and then that one person might could sleep in, but all the big ones, I mean 10, 12 feet in diameter, that would hold all those people, they're gone. But they get in there to spend the night to get out of the rain or whatever might else be falling. And that's a little history for you.
When's the first time you ever went to a park?
Well, when I was 18 years old, they was building over at Cumberland, all that Raven Rock Park. I was back in there before there was ever a road made to it. But it wasn't a park then. They built a lake and built roads.
When you were a boy, when was the first time that you took off hiking up Pine Mountain by yourself, just to roam around those old cave areas and up to the top of the cliffs?
I was about 15 years old.
When you went by yourself?
Yeah.
Before that, did your brothers take you?
Yeah.
And show you?
Yeah. They showed me how to get to the caves. And that was one of the, I've done a lot of dumb things in my life, but if you go to a cave, there's 2 things you must do. You must let people know where you're going exactly, and take somebody with you. You never go by just one person. That's the 2 main rules of a limestone cave. Well, I must have been about 14 or 15, and I decided I'd get my lights and carbide light and a flashlight. I took off and went into the caves by myself. Well, I didn't get much further than from here to that car yonder, from the main entrance, and I got to thinking, now suppose these lights go out, they could, and I'd never, absolutely, not find my way back. I mean, that's just like, hey, if your lights go out, you're stuck.
Right. That's the length of a football field.
And on the walls, as you going in, they had arrows painted on the wall, arrows showing you the way out.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Just some old timers did that?
Yeah. And that's one of them. It wasn't
that was the length of a football field. I honestly did not realize those caves were that long and big that you were going into.
Hundreds of miles, the whole thing.
Lots of caves. Where you grew up, looking up the hill of where you grew up, they had caves like that.
2/3 of the way up.
Yeah.
Was where the limestone layer was at, and that's where the caves were made.
Yeah. I didn't realize they were that big.
Oh, it's like a mammoth cave.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as what they had at the mammoth cave.
Yeah. Huh.
But the land's level at the mammoth cave, and it's deep.
Yeah.
Millions of years. See, that water picks up the calcium out of that lime and leaves a hole.
Yeah.
It melts it away. Water melts limestone away.
Yeah.
And that's something I never could figure out, is they use limestone to make buildings, and of course it wears it out a little, the rain, but it would take millions of years to do it. And
What brothers would go up there with you when you were
Wallace,
Wallace like going up there?
yeah. Then the Coots boys,
The Coots boys?
yeah.
With Wallace. So how old were you when Wallace was taking you up there? Hey, let's go see this cave.
I was about 11 years old.
Yeah. So you took your carbide light, and what else did you take?
A flashlight,
Flashlight.
and that's it. And
How long from the house, the White House on Linefork Creek? How long did it take you to walk and get to the cave?
well, I had to walk down the road to the Doodlebug farm,
Okay.
which was close to a mile. Then you had to head up the mountain. One of the caves was a water cave. They named it the water cave. A stream of water came out of this cave year round and down the mountain into the creek. Okay? You just follow that stream of water
Oh,
up to the cave.
yeah.
And it had a waterfall. It was just about as high as from here to your car.
Oh my gosh.
It fell down.
That's the
Just
length of a
small-
basketball court.
Small stream. Okay.
Huh.
When Tim was 12 years old, I took him up there
Yeah.
on his birthday, for his birthday.
Yeah.
And we got out of the cave. It was 54 degrees, cold. Well, it was about 95 degrees when we popped out.
Woo!
And got down under that waterfall, and I told Tim, I said, let's take off all of our clothes and take a shower. We took off all of our clothes. I did, and got under it. And just in a little bit, I was turning black and blue from that cold water at 54 degrees. I was shivering and shaking, and I was scrubbing hard and fast. Well, Tim looked at it. He shook his clothes off. He got under it. Well, for Ted's 12th birthday, we was down there, and I got to go again. I took Ted. I said, I got to give you the same thing I gave Tim, a present. Well, when it come time to take the shower, Ted could see. Ted could see what a fit I was having in turning black and blue and red. He didn't want no part of it, and he would not do it. And we walked up the holler, big rocks, big as houses. And back underneath, you could see where the people had moonshine still.
Oh. I begged you and you wouldn't take me. You said that was a boy thing. I
Yeah.
wasn't allowed to go.
Yeah.
On maps, and it's been that way for a while, whenever you look up on a map, the holler you were raised is called pitcher branch, like a water pitcher pouring out milk or water. Pitcher, pitcher branch. But we were always raised by your older siblings that it was picture branch, Picture.
Yes.
So can you help record that history on why it is supposed to be picture branch and not pitcher branch?
It's just a mix-up with the clerk's office or at the courthouse.
Yeah, well, it's probably a language barrier of the person making the map, the first map, labeling it. But why is it really called picture branch?
Beech trees were everywhere down there where the Indians lived, and they had pictures and stuff carved all over all of those big beech trees.
And they were big, massive
Big, yeah.
beech trees.
Make that big tree there look little.
Yeah, like a diameter.
Yeah.
I mean, that is like, what, 3.5, 4 feet wide tree we're looking at?
Oh yeah, 5, 6,
So-
7.
Yeah, they were massive, wide diameter trees.
You can take a beech tree that's 12 inches in diameter and carve your name on it. When that tree is 200 years old, your name is still right there on that tree. It grows as the tree grows. It never goes away.
Yeah. What became of those trees?
Well, they had to cut them down and make room to grow food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when your pioneer family settled in there, it was picture branch because of the pictures on the beech trees in that holler. For some reason, the Indians used that holler to draw on those beech trees.
Linefork was a really, really good hot spot for the Indians. Mill Branch, right where your grandpa's new house was built.
Mm-hmm.
That level land in there,
Mm-hmm.
close to the creek.
Yeah.
See, they set up close to water. Talk to you later. Bye.